Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a celebrity inspired makeup tutorial and I am doing the young and beautiful Pia Mia. I always like her makeup looks because they're really subtle yet glam. So I went on her Instagram and I kind of stalked her and I screenshotted a lot of pictures, but there was one picture that stood out to me the most. I loved her lip color. It was a bright red lip. She had beautiful long lashes, a bronzy eye, and it looked really beautiful, so it inspired me to recreate it. This look is really easy to recreate. You just need a bomb red lip color and you're good to go. So if you'd like to see how to get this Pia Mia inspired makeup tutorial, then just keep watching. Let's get started. Oh my god, it feels like I haven't filmed in forever. Anyways, I'm taking my Rimmel Lasting Finishing Primer as my primer, duh. And I'm applying this on my face. I honestly do not like this primer. It literally feels like I put on like sunscreen. You know that sticky feeling of sunscreen and it feels really greasy. I just did not like this primer at all. And then I'm taking my L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base. How come no one has talked about this? This stuff is so good. It literally gets rid of every single little pore. What I like to do is warm it up on my fingers and then apply it on my T-zone area where I have the most pores. And yeah, I am spot concealing with my, what is this? Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, I think. Because I've been breaking out like crazy. I got this new face wash and it broke me out so freaking bad. I hated it. So yeah, I have to spot conceal. Anyways, for foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, and mine is in the shade 210. Guys, I cannot find the perfect shade of foundation to save my life. I don't know why. I look pretty tan and it looks like it matches me on camera, like here. But in person, it's a lot more darker. I am super pale. If you guys saw me in person, you guys are going to be like, what the heck, you're so pale? You don't look like that in your videos. I'm honestly like the palest Mexican you will ever meet. So yeah, that's sad. I'm applying my Better Skin Concealer under my eyes and I'm applying a generous amount just because Pia Mia in the picture looked very highlighted and very concealed, so that's what I'm doing. And on top of this concealer, I'm applying the, what is this, Maybelline Dream Luminous Concealer, I think it is. And applying that because this one is a lot more brighter and luminous than the Better Skin. So I really want that highlighted effect, so that's why I applied a second concealer on top of it. And I'm just dabbing it out with my beauty blender, and I'm also applying a little bit on my eyelids just to kind of prep them for the eyeshadow. I'm also setting my under eye area with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm using the banana shade. I'm doing one eye at a time just because my eyes have been creasing a lot lately. I think just because they've been dry. So yeah, I'm doing one eye at a time and I'm only setting directly under my eye. I'm not going like everywhere where I applied concealer because we are going to cream contour and cream doesn't lay nicely on top of powders. So I'm grabbing the NYX Wonder Stick contour thing. And I'm using the contour shade, contouring my temples, my big forehead, my cheekbones. I applied a little bit on my jawline and on my bottom lip, like under my bottom lip, because she has very plumpy lips. So I wanted to mimic that. And also I'm applying some on my nose and then blending it out with a beauty blender. Moving on to the eyebrows, I'm using my Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown, and Pia's eyebrows are very dark and they're not really like perfectly shaped, so I don't have to worry about making them like perfectly you know, carved out and everything. So I'm basically just filling in my eyebrows, not trying to be neat. And I'm not doing like the whole ombre effect that I usually do on the front of my eyebrow because her eyebrows are kind of like, you know, like rounded in the front, if that makes sense. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at explaining, but hopefully you guys get the idea. So yeah. Now for the eyes, her eyes are very bronzy, so I'm taking my Naked palette and I'm taking the shade Naked and applying that all over my crease. We are going to build up the shades, so we're grabbing like a light brown and then a darker brown and then an even more darker brown. We're basically just gonna build it up because she has a very bronzy lid and also her crease area is really brown. So we're just gonna apply darker shades on top of darker shades to kind of intensify it. Yeah, if anyone's wondering what kind of eye brushes I use, mine are from BH Cosmetics. Guys, these brushes are bomb and they're so inexpensive, so I really recommend them. And then grabbing my Naked 2 palette for the lid shade, I'm grabbing the shade Snakebite. And I'm just applying it with my finger because it didn't look like perfectly packed or anything. It just looked like she kind of dabbed it on there. So that's what I'm doing. You can of course use a brush, but I like using my finger because it kind of intensifies it. Yeah. And then blending so we don't have any harsh lines. And then I'm applying the shade Buck, which is the second darkest shade that we applied in our crease, and I'm putting it on my lower lash line. Applying some mascara to prep them for falsies because she has beautiful long lashes. And I'm using these Ardell Wispies in Wispies. What the heck? And I'm just applying that, popping it up on my eye. And yeah, I like these lashes because they're really long, but they're not like super full. And since I have small eyes, I like to use like more of a natural lash, because if I do use like a very dramatic lash, it kind of closes my eyes up. So I'm applying the same mascara on my lower lashes. And then for blush, she doesn't really have like a pinky blush. She has more of like an orangey bronzy blush. So I'm taking it from my e.l.f. blush palette and applying that on my cheeks. And she's not very highlighted at all. It doesn't look like she's highlighted at all, except on her nose. She has a little pop of highlight on her nose. So I'm using my Essence Cream to Powder highlighter. I raved about this in my March favorites. I love this stuff. It's so good. I'm also applying it on my lip, on my upper lip, because she has very big lips, so I'm mimicking that. And then, oops, for lipstick, I'm using my Milani matte lipstick. I don't know the shade, you guys. I'll leave it down below. But it definitely looks like she has an ombre lip. So it definitely looks like she has a darker lip on her outer corners and lined. And then on the center, it looks like she has a more orangey red shade. So for the orangey shade that I'm using, it's a Rimmel lipstick. I don't know the shade of it, but it's like an orange shade. It's very beautiful. I will leave the info down below as well. And yeah, that's basically it, you guys. Oh no, wait, I have one more step. Sorry. Does anyone else struggle with putting on red lipstick? Mine always like gets on my teeth and everything. To set my whole face, I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, and then we are done. So that's it for the tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. That way you are notified every time I upload. Also, if you would like to see another one of these videos, leave a comment on which celebrity I should do next. So don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I will have my information right here on the screen. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I love you guys, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!